In this video, I'm going to give you a quick and honest review of the Capital One SavorOne credit card. If you're looking for a card that offers strong cash back on dining, entertainment, and streaming without paying an annual fee, stay tuned because I'll break down the latest features, rewards, and a few drawbacks so you can decide if it's worth adding to your wallet. Let's start with the rewards. The Capital One SavorOne earns you 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, popular streaming services, and at grocery stores, not including superstores like Walmart registered trademark or Target registered trademark. You'll also earn 1% cash back on everything else. And the best part? There's no annual fee, so you're keeping more of your rewards without worrying about offsetting a yearly cost. On top of that, new card holders can currently earn a $200 cash bonus after spending $500 in the first 3 months. A pretty achievable welcome offer for most people. Another major plus, this card comes with no foreign transaction fees. So if you travel internationally, shop on overseas websites, or use global apps, you won't get hit with that extra 3% fee that many other no annual fee cards charge. You also get access to Capital One's virtual card numbers through eKnow, their security assistant, which helps you shop online safely by masking your real card number. And as with other Capital One cards, you can instantly lock your card if it's lost or stolen right from the app. Now let's cover the downsides. While the SavorOne gives great rewards for dining, entertainment, streaming, and groceries, it doesn't offer elevated cash back for categories like gas or travel. So, if those are big parts of your budget, you might want to consider another card. And like most cashback cards, the APR can be on the higher side, especially if you don't have excellent credit. It typically ranges from around 19.99% to 29.99% variable APR, so paying your balance in full each month is key to getting the most value. Lastly, if you spend a lot in these categories and want to maximize rewards beyond 3%, a card like the Capital One Savor, not SavorOne, offers 4% on dining and entertainment, but with a $95 annual fee. So, who is the Capital One SavorOne best for? I'd say it's perfect for students, young professionals, or really anyone who enjoys dining out, going to concerts or movies, streaming Netflix or Spotify, and grocery shopping, without wanting to deal with an annual fee. It's simple, rewarding, and flexible, with no rotating categories or complicated rules. Let me know in the comments if you've tried the Capital One SavorOne credit card or are considering switching to it. If this review helped you out, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss more honest reviews like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.